So here's, I have my cleaned, and yeah, celery. More often than not, because when you buy celery, it really comes really dirty and full of crud. So you gotta clean that up. Now, we're just gonna shove it through. And you can watch how it's done. Easy as pie. Now this is an old, it's about, let's see, I got this in 2020, this juicer I got in 2006, so it's an Omega 8006, now medical medium uses the 1500 or the 900, which are the newer models, which apparently can squeeze more juice out of the celery, and a lot of other options. But this machine is working fine, and what I do is I'll just send it through 2 times and get pretty much at this point. This is what I got, so I'll send that through and go and get some more droplets out of it. This is one bunch. It brings about 16 ounces, give or take. And I'm sending it through pretty fast right now. The slower you send it through, the more efficient it's at cutting it, crunching it and chewing it, spitting it out. But this is for demonstration purposes. There's a lot of people asking, how do you juice the celery? Well, this is how I juice the celery, but the most important part is how you clean it, which I made a video previously on how to clean it. So, and that's basically how juicing goes. Now, I'm going to send through this pulp again. I don't know if you can see me shoving it in there, but see what I get, some more out of it. And the first time through, it's still pouring out a lot. And we're going to push it through, force it through. A lot's coming out, you see. Now you can use a milk nut bag to squeeze out the excess too, but boy oh boy, it's a pain in you know what to have to clean the milk nut bag and it's go through a whole other process. This is good enough, you know. Unavoidable loss is understandable as far as squeezing out every little last drop of this stuff. So I'm not going to go out and splurge and get a 1500 1500 juicer just to squeeze out a couple of more drops, because this machine is still going strong. I just send it through. You see, you get a lot more when you send it right back through again. So, and this stuff here, that's pretty dry stuff. You know, a little moist. You ain't gonna get much more out of that. So basically, you know, maybe I'll take it through another time too. As long as there's something coming out that bottom there, I'm gonna put this through there. But when you start seeing diminished returns, that's when I stop. But not much of a problem. Put it through. And you should just keep keeps on doing its job. And I'm just about at the point, and for demonstration purposes, I'll stop at this point. Otherwise, I might, if you got patience, you can put it through again. But you can see not much is coming out now because it's all in here. Let's see what we got. So, now, if you're following medical medium, this has to be strained. So, the way I do that, now let's go over to a straining. We'll try to move this camera a little bit. It's been a long time since I made a video, so bear with me. Let's see what we got here. What I use this Pyrex. My strainer fits perfectly on there. I'm glad the handle broke off. Makes this a lot easier to use. And we take this celery juice and we pour it right through there. Right through the strainer. I rinse it out. Rinse out this receptacle. And what I'm going to do now is I actually get more out of this pulp that's in here. So, you think this is ridiculous for a couple of more drops, but you know, it's not a big deal. So that's what's left. And that's that with that. So let's see how much celery juice we got here. Like I said previously, we got about 16 ounces. We're looking about 17, 18 ounces today. 32 ounce jar. So, that's how you make the celery juice. Now, this is how the celery comes in plastic. And soon, one of these days, it will be hemp wrap, hemp plastic, instead of this plastic here that is not biodegradable. But man has not risen to that state of consciousness yet. So this is how you get this. And this one does not look that bad, you know. You see, you've got not that much crud. You know, this stuff has to be cut out, shaved off. What I do, I start out by cutting off this top part here a little bit, and I come around here. This amounts to nothing anyway, and I chop this off here, about here, right about there. And I get rid of this fast. I don't want that in there. So, what I do is I tear off these leaves. Now this is preparation for celery juice. I don't like to use the leaves, these leaves. So I tear them off to make this a little easier to do. Now, each and every one of these are going to get washed thoroughly, because this has got all kinds of pesticides on it. All kinds of garbage. Even if it's organic, they spray copper. Copper is a heavy metal. So, no matter what, organic or what have you, you got to wash this stuff up. I throw this stuff out. I throw it out, I throw it into the compost heap, and I get it back later. So, You see, this is dirty. When you wash this, I'll wash this piece real fast so you can see approximately how much of that dirt. Just that one part. So, it does kind of wash off, a lot of it. Where you see crud, there's crud ingrained inside this little cut here. This is going to get sliced off. Okay, so there, that's pretty clean now. Now see this crud here? What I do with that, I come along with this potato peeler and I cut that crud off. So basically, you see, if this is, you see any crud on here, I cut that out. I want this pristine, and that piece there is getting pretty pristine. So that's what I go through this whole batch, and then it's going to go into the juicer over there. That's the preparation, how I prepare my celery for juicing.